So, welcome to a playthrough that I'm gonna call a visual or a read-along. I'm gonna call it a read-along. This is take two basically because the other one screwed up, but other than that, this is gonna be a read-along. I'll give you the rundown of a visual novel. It's basically a novel, but in visual form, and you get to choose, multiple paths and routes. So it depends, how you play the game as well. It's pretty much a game. And when you pick an option, it usually gives you 2 to 4 options, depends on the game itself. And the length of it. Some are short, some are long, like really, really long. Some of them are clocked around 50 hours or so. This one's around 30 to 50. I guess it depends how fast you read it or take your time. But this one's going to take a long time to read, I can tell you that much. And let's see, what else can I talk about before we get started? What did I say earlier? Basically what I'm going to do is voice over only the non-vocal parts. If there's voices, I won't speak. I won't really commentate as much. I'll just let the game, talk. And I'll just read the thoughts and other dialogue that it has. It's part of the game as well. Hopefully my voice is not too disturbing for other people, I guess, because I don't know. Let's see, what else can I talk about real quick. If you enjoy this, the read along and whatnot, yes, it's subtitled as well, and it's English, and because this stuff is really from Japan as well. And if you guys enjoy this, I have other visual novels I can get into, like Fate Stay Night, Love, Extra, Unlimited, and Alternative. That's all the same series, just one contains 2 games and the other one is the really, really long one, but they're fantastic. A Rewrite that came out I think 2 years ago, but it just got got an English translation. And what was the last one? I'm gonna say, if you want to feel like not really a love, but more of a makes you feel kind of emotional and happy in a way. There's Little Busters as well. I can do that, but I'll probably cry on that one because it's makes you think about a lot of your childhood when you're little, basically. And there's horror ones as well if you want to hear those, like horror, thriller stuff. But the one right here is called Steins, and there's an anime adaptation for it, so go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's 24 episodes, pretty good. And I don't know if it follows truly to the the visual novel, because there's different routes and whatnot. But other than that, I think I covered everything that I can think of when it comes to a visual novel. But if you enjoy this and you want to see more visual novels, I'm gonna do that. And the way I'm gonna do, before I start now, I've kind of almost skipped this part, is when I start this, I'm gonna do 30-minute segments, or 30 to 35, it depends, if there's a scene in between it or whatnot that's really important or not, or I can just stop and pause it. And I'm gonna upload them one a day if it's possible. And I probably will do an hour-long session, but I don't know. That's a lot of reading too. I don't want to tire my voice as well. So shall we get started? Everything should be whatnot. Let me just get rid of this. Alright. Let's go.
全ては偶然だ。だがその偶然はあらかじめ決められていた世界の意志でもあった。俺はイカれてなどいない。いたって正常だ。ここでは真実を語っているんであって、断じて中二病の妄想なんかじゃない。きっかけはほんの些細なことだとしても、それが未来の大きな流れを決定づけてしまうこともある。バタフライ効果という言葉を知っているか。知らないなら調べるのだ。それぐらいの慎重さが求められているのだということを理解しろ。残念ながら俺は慎重じゃなかった。自分の愚かさを分かっていたらあいつを失うことになんてならなかった。未来をこんな形にしてしまうなんてこともなかった。分かるはずがないだろう。その瞬間の自分の手に 人類全ての運命を決定づけるような重大なターニングポイントのスイッチが握られているなんていうことはわかるはずがないんだ。考えてもみるがいい。普段の人間の知覚は 99% が遮断されている。人は自分で思っている以上に愚鈍な生き物なんだよ。普段の生活の中に埋もれている何気ないことなど気にも留めないし、知覚したとしてもすぐに忘れるか脳が処理をしないかのどちらかなんだ。あの時の俺に言ってやりたい。迂闊なことをするなと、軽率なことをするなと、見て見ぬふりをするなと、もっと注意を払えと。陰謀の魔の手は思ってる以上にずっと身近になって、いつでもお前を陥れようと手ぐすね引いているのだと。宇宙に始まりはあるか、終わりはない。無限、星にもまた始まりはあるが、自らの力を持って滅びゆく。有限、英知を持つ者こそ最も愚かであるのだ。歴史からも読み取れる。海に生ける魚は陸の世界を知らない。彼らが英知を持てばそれもまた滅びゆく。人間が光の速さを超えるのは、魚たちが陸で生活を始めるよりも滑稽。これは抗える者たちに対する神からの最後通告とも言える。
ねえねえ、何ブツブツ言ってるの？
Sorry about that. There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, perfectly silent. I stand in the strong summer sun. Sweat slowly slips down my chin and drops into the asphalt below.
オカリン、ねえってば。
A girl stands in front of me. She calls my name as she tilts her head. Her facial expression holds the innocence of a middle school girl. She doesn't seem to understand that we're wading into enemy territory, nor does she sense a bit of a tension in the air. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with my index to my mouth. Or finger, my bad. A gesture to please. To silence. I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Still no sound from the other side. He's probably being silent because he knows it would be bad if someone overheard him.
いや、こちらの話だ。問題ない。これより会場に潜入する。
The other side, silent as always. Looks like he only wants to hear my report. That's understandable. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here.
ああ、ドクター中鉢は抜け駆けをした。たっぷりとその考えについて聞かせてもらうつもりさ。何？機関が動き出しているだと。
I widen my eyes and exclaim in a shocking manner. The girl turns forward. I suck at everything sometimes, don't I? The girl turns towards me in surprise too. More like she was already staring this way. I immediately sigh, shaking my head side to side as I rub my temples.
それがシュタインズゲートの先端。エル、サイ、コングル。
Hold on a minute. It feels... Oopsie. Okay, here we go. Hold on a minute. It sounds like I can't hear the voice actor. Was it open this? Yes, it was. Voice volume max. Go back. Okay. Bear with me. I end with the partying password and put away my cell phone with a serious face. Steins Gate, the door of the fate stone. In other words, God's will, or possibly fate. You could probably count on the other hand the people aware of its existence in the world. Well, let's start the infiltration immediately. I advance forward towards Radio Kaikan, which is right next to the station. This is an infiltration into the enemy territory, so I can't take risk rushing in from the front like a normal person. Instead of using the elevator or escalators, I head to the 8th floor on the top of the stairs. But it takes all I have just getting to the 7th floor.
さっき携帯で誰と話してたの？
The girl following me from behind. Shina Mayuri asks without stopping to breathe. I, on the other hand, have to stop for a breather with my hands to my knees. Maybe we shouldn't have used the stairs, it's too tough. I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat off my brow.
聞くな。それがマユリのためでもある。
あ、そうなんだ。オカリン、ありがとう。
Mayuri smiles happily. She really is persensitive. She understands that my position and doesn't try to pry any further. She's my childhood friend. She's 2 years younger than me, a 16-year-old high school girl, so she's more like a little sister than a childhood friend. We live in the same neighborhood, so we have taken care of each other since so long ago. Mayuri may possibly have the potential to become Steins Gate's key. I used to think that, but I am reconsidering. I want her to live a life of normality forever. That's my present wish. We enter the assembly hall on the 8th floor, greeted by cheap-looking setup. Apparently, it's Dr. Nakabachi's successful time machine invention press conference.
それより、オカリン、オカリン。
She's been calling me that for a while now, but that is neither my real name or my code name. It's one of those nicknames people give you that you hate.
マユリよ。いつも言っているだろう。俺のことをオカリンと呼ぶなと。
でも昔からそう呼んでたよ。
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法院京馬。世界中の秘密組織から狙われる狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
だって難しくて覚えられないし。
In any case, can't pronounce that name. Is my true name. Yeah, I can't really pronounce his name, so I'm sorry.
それに岡部倫太郎と一文字も合ってないよ。おかしいね。
She sure seems happy. By the way, Okabe Rintaro is my real name, but I don't like it because it sounds stupid. And I hate the variety Okarin by extension. I mean, Okarin, seriously. Sounds like that elf boy blue potato pipe.
でね、オカリン、教えてほしいんだけど。
Looks like words won't get to her. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so I'm just halfway towards giving up.
これからここで何が始まるの？
お前はそれも知らずここまで俺についてきたというのか。
She nods, smiling. We're in Tokyo, Radio Kaikan and Akihabara. 8th floor. It's 8th floor has become an event
これ
space.
からここで始まるのはドクター中鉢の記者会見だ。
Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor famous enough to be on TV, quite a few partners under his belt, but the entire world sees him as nothing but a laughing stock.
記者会見？でも記者さんなんて見当たらない気がするよ。
Mayuri's right. I glimpsed deep inside the assembly hall but couldn't see anyone who looked like a reporter or cameraman, so it seems more like a presentation than a press conference. There are about 10 men standing in the hall, including me. You heard me, 10? I think I read that right or wrong. You expect more people to gather considering Nakabachi's popularity and the fact that he claims to have created a time machine.
あるいは機関による何らかの妨害を受けたのかもしれないな。
I force my lip into self-deriding twist as I whisper. I thought Nakabachi was on my side. Well, I had never met him, but I'm sure he was. But he abandoned us. The organization couldn't overlook this timing.
巻き込まれるのは勘弁だがな。
But still, I'm interested in what he has to say. That's why I came here, wasting an early afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterances for a while before turning her head again.
巻き巻きトカゲ？あ、それを言うならエリ巻きトカゲだね。
I let out a sigh, laughing at her own silly retort. What an airhead. Well, she was already like that.
前より気をつけろ。おそらくこの記者会見、何らかの事件が起き。
I didn't even finish my sentence. What was that sound? An electromagnetic pulse? The floor shakes slightly. Definitely an attack from above. But we're on the top floor. All that's above is on the it's the roof.
地震かな？震度 2？ あ、マグニチュード 2？ 震度とマグニチュードってどう違うんだっけ？
Let's leave the confused girl for now. I got a bad feeling about this, so I rush out of the hallway. If you heard that, I apologize. I disregard. Can't even pronounce words today. The words off limit sign and run upstairs to the rooftop. The rooftop door is open for some odd reason. Actually, the lock's broken. Just as I open the door, I see a lot of black smoke rising up. Also, some sort of phosphorus particles are sparkling around.
爆発だと。
I was just pretending to be surprised, but no, wait, was there seriously an explosion? This is bad. My chest is throbbing, pounding and pounding. What should I do now? Should I run away? Wait, why an explosion? Terrorism? No, I don't think that's quite it. Why not? Because right before me, dead center of the empty rooftop, is a strange object.
なんだこれは。
The mysterious machine just sits there. It's huge, maybe more than 3 meters tall. Is it a satellite? Is this a source of a smoke of the phosphorus sense and that shaking? Who'd put this something like who would have put something like this here? Did Nakamachi prepare this saying? Does he have something to do with today's presentation? But even if there were a case, just how the hell did he bring this up here? This is on the 8th story roof, you know. My head gets swamped with questions, none of which I can answer. What the hell? Just as I started hesitating over whether I should approach the mysterious machine, several people, most likely Radio Kaikan officials or conference staffs, follow me up the stairs. And everyone looks as surprised as I am. And then the woman, who I assume is a staff member, starts to walk up to us while waving her hands. Is she trying to hide something? That was an awful quick response. It's almost like they're trying to keep me away from the satellite looking thing. I mumble my thoughts out loud. It bothers me. It bothers me, but I shouldn't risk getting any closer. It's like I'm scared or anything. It's not. Oh, let me repeat that. It's like I'm not. Ah, man. Let me repeat that again, since I suck at reading. You probably read it already. It's like I'm scared or anything. Officials lead us back up to the 8th floor. I didn't see Mayuri. She wasn't in the event hall either. After searching for her a little, I found her at the 7th floor landing. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate saying the PC birthplace in Japan. She's gazing upon them with a wishful look. I take out my phone, relief for now.
どうも嫌な予感がする。俺たちが知らないところで何かが起こっているようだ。ああ、分かってる。無茶はしないさ。俺も命は惜しいからな。L、Psy Congroo。
I say the part-eating password again and wipe the sweat off my brow with my back of my hand. Ah, crap. Quite the cold sweat. What will I do if someone actually happens? Half of me hopes something will happen, the other half fears the same thing. I put away my phone and look back at Mayuri. What is she doing? Could she be daydreaming about capsule toys? She doesn't seem to be preoccuped by the explosion at all. Sorry if I can't read certain words. I can't decide if that's amazing or just idiotic.
Mayuri, 何をしている？
あのね、ウーパが欲しいなって。
Just as expected. On the capsule toy machine that Mayuri pointed at, there was a cheap display saying Rainet Kaikeru 3D character doll series. Rainet Kaikeru, the anime known by every man, woman, and child. It's a spin-off card game. Rainet XS Battlers is so popular overseas that they even hold worldwide tournaments. By the way, the Uwa that Mayuri and Ten mentioned is the most popular character in the Rainet Kaikeru. Its appearance resembles an epidiploid egg shape with a lip sticking out like a dog or some sort of animal, I guess. It's considered to be so-called mascot character. Unsurprisingly, it's popular among high school girls. Come to think of it, last year an ugly frog character got popular too, and its name escaped me though. And I know which one it is.
ウーパが当たるかどうかは保証できないがな。
I can't remember the frog's name, but people who watch anime probably know who he is. But Mayuri gives me a troubling smile.
でもね、マユシーは今100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
Mayuri calls herself Mayushi. Or to be more specific, she adds a star at the end of Mayushi. Mayushi-e. So basically, Mayushi-e star. But who really cares?
だから、おかりんおかりん、100円貸して。
She cups her hands out to me with a look like begging puppy. Looks like she was planning this from the very beginning. Well, at least she didn't say give me.
黙ったれるな、マユリ。金若さん、俺がお前に人生の厳しさを教えてやる。
I make my declaration as I take 100 yen coin out of my wallet and set into the slot. I spin the lever. I open the capsule and take out the contents. And Mayuri tries to peek inside my hands, wondering what's inside.
ウーパだよ。しかもメタルウーパ。
それはレアなのか？
すごく。
We move out of the way while examining the metal upa. A boy around elementary age who saw us from behind tries his luck on the same right knit machine.
あ、普通のウーパだ。
He looks at my metal upa in resentment. I look to the side and see Mayuri's sparkling eyes. Hey, high school girls. You're stooping to an elementary's brat's level.
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
I'm honestly not interested in this at all. I pass it on to Mayuri.
本当？いいの？おかりん。
おーい、今日まだ。
へへ、ありがとう、おかりん。
Is she ignoring me on purpose?
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
I need to speed up the text, but I'll probably do that in the next session. We faintly heard the announcement from the floor above.
どうやら始まるようだな。
I head to the 8th floor, but Mayuri doesn't follow.
行くぞ、マユリ。
待って待って、名前書かなくちゃ。
Looks like she's engrossed with the metal upa.
それでは早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中鉢さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
Yeah, I'll do it too, I don't care. Dr. Nakabachi appears, greeted by sparse applause. Okay, more like a couple of people clapping. He walks towards the podium front. He already has a sore look. Displeasure ducks out of his every pore.
ドクター中鉢だ。どうぞよろしく。それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
タイムマシン？あの人が作ったの？
Mayuri came back after she finished writing her name on the metal upa. Wait, she's asking that this late in the game? With mic in hand, Nagabachi begins to talk brimming with confidence. Or brimming for that matter. There are about 20 people including us, a little more than before. But none of the newcomers look like reporters or cameramen either. Now I know that this is the scope of Dr. Nagabachi's worldwide attention. If this laughingstock of an inventor announces he invented a time machine, the world would just laugh at him as he were out of his mind. I was interested in what he wanted to say too, but it's not like I expected a lot from him. And after listening to some of his time machine theories, I was filled with disappointment, which turned into anger in a short amount of time. I shout with no regret to the press conference in progress.
なんだね君は。
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。それより今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体何だ。ジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。あなたはそれでも発明家か。
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。
出ていくのはあなただドクター。恥を知れ。金輪際あなたには発明家を名乗る資格はないぞ。
うるさい黙れ。生意気な若造め。
And someone grabs my arm from behind. Quite convenient, it's an official here to throw me out. I turn around to glare him down. It's a girl about my age. Her intense look seems to challenge me. Those eyes, who own shows no fear, cause me to flatter. Her face looks familiar. Where did I see her?
Oh.
It's Makisi Kurisu, or Kurisu. We haven't met, but I know her face. A few days ago, my friend Daru Hashida Itaru showed me a magazine. There was an article inside with the headline, "Genius Girl Gives Lectures in Akihabara." They say that she skipped grades all the way to graduate to an American university at age 17 this spring. That she got a thesis published in the Scientific American magazine Science. They say a lot of things about her. An article introduced the genius girl as Makasi Kurisu. And the one photograph in the article is the very same impermanent looking girl now before me. She even has the same look of displeasure in the photo. Why would such a genius call out to me? She asked me that while quickly looking around with a stern expression on her face. What's with the attitude? I don't think Makasi Kurisu, of all people, would be an assembly hall official. There's no way she could be part of Dr. Nagabachi's staff neither. Which means, oh god, no.
貴様、機関の人間か。
は？
まさかここまで手が回っているとは。俺としたことか。
ふざけてないで、ちょっと来てください。
え？
I'll just shut and listen for now. And I'm gonna stop here. It's been over 30 minutes or more. And hopefully it comes out right, because I don't want to redo this, because it'll be a long way. So hopefully you guys enjoy this visual novel and the read along. I know I mispronounced some words. I'm not really like it's not just because I can't read high level words. It's just sometimes I'm trying to read too fast and record, and voice it. So it's kind of not really difficult. Just some of these words I can't pronounce properly for some odd reason. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this. I know I butchered some of the Japanese names. And hopefully I'll keep the series going